Hi guys, get started in just a couple minutes. Looking forward to it. I'm just gonna grab my hot drink, and we'll get started right at 10 o'clock. Morning, morning. Love it. Oh, so like a nice little group this morning. So many people do it on catch up in the summertime, especially. So it's nice to see all your beautiful faces. Morning, Sarah, Isabel, Wendy, Jackie. Awesome. All right, see you in a sec. All right, cheers, guys. I am back. Children's toys in view. Oh, always the way. All right, happy Sunday. And it looks like, fingers crossed, it's meant to be a really nice day out today. So let's see. I really hope we do get a little bit of that sunshine we've all been craving. I definitely am. I'm really feeling it. I really need that, like, yeah, just all the goodness that the sun brings. So hopefully we can channel that a little bit in our practice today. I'm going to invite you actually to start upright. We're going to do a little bit of breathing, and then we're going to go down on our backs. So yeah, a little bit different, but still all good. Yeah, join me just sitting nice and tall. In a comfortable upright position. So if cross-legged feels uncomfortable, just find a place for the legs that feels good. And yeah, maybe just wiggle the sit bones so that you feel nice and even. And then begin just to start. We're going to start with a little mudra today. We are going to bring our right hand on top of our left, and then we're going to just set it in our laps like this and draw the shoulders down and away. Good. And just close the eyes for me. Just get a little bit of stillness here. Just see how you're feeling. Notice the breath kind of comes in and out. Just notice kind of how you're feeling in the moment, what the breath wants to do. Just checking in if you can find a way to sit just a little taller or a little more comfortable. And when you're ready, just begin to either look down or close the eyes. Lovely. And what I want you to imagine today is we're going to kind of breathe. And I want you to imagine that as we inhale, we're going to send the breath down the back. And as we exhale, I want you to imagine that the breath comes back up the spine. So it might take a little bit. Sometimes it takes me a moment just to get into that, but I'll talk you through that a bit. So again, so as we inhale, we're kind of imagining that we inhale, the breath is going down this time. And as we exhale, we're kind of sending the breath back up. So one more time, just that little bit of thinking. Inhale, send the breath down the spine. And exhale, drawing up, 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 up. Good. So we're going to do that breath a little bit with the eyes closed. And as we kind of exhale and the breath goes back through, I want you to see if you can lift a little bit in your pelvic floor, in your mula bandha. So just see if you can lift a little bit here and exhale. It's just really, really great. Yeah, just great all round to kind of work a bit of the pelvic floor and to use the breath to support that. So I thought I'd bring that into today's practice a little bit. And if you like it, it might be something you could do just sat on a chair. If you know, pelvic floor is something you think actually I could do a little bit of work and exercise there. Maybe we can kind of just bring that a little bit into just times that having a cup of tea or some deep breathing before bed. So again, sitting upright, right hand in front of, on top of the left, breathing in with me. Inhale, send the breath down the back. down the spine, and exhale, drawing up. Feel like you're drawing up in the pelvic floor. And as we exhale, send the breath up the spine to the crown of the head. So inhale, send the breath down the back. Exhale, draw up in the pelvic floor. Imagine you're sending the breath up the back. Good. Inhale. And exhale, drawing up, up, up. Breath comes back up. Good. Inhale. Breath draws down, and exhale, shoulders draw down. Pelvic floor draws up. Good. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhaling, relax. Exhaling, lifting up. Lovely. Maybe trying one more. And exhaling. Lovely. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing in the breath. And just checking in here, softening in the forehead, the eyelids. Allowing the breath to go back to its natural rhythm. And don't worry if that felt strange or not so natural. Something, you can try again or not. Something that over time might feel a little smoother. A really nice one, just to kind of concentrate a little on that Mula Bandha that we call in yoga, that pelvic floor, that lovely bit of muscle that we need to maybe focus on a little bit more over time. And before we begin to come to the floor, I'm going to invite you to bring the palms together, thumbs to touch, bringing the hands in first towards the chest, drop the shoulders down. Good. Inhale. And slowly exhale. Just sending a little bit of a wish here today, maybe thumbs to chest to the heart. Maybe today you send a positive message or a thought to someone else who needs some strength, some light. Or maybe you're struggling with something and maybe you send a little wish for yourself or both. Inhaling and exhaling, just trying to find a little bit of a focus for your practice today, channeling energy for yourself, maybe for someone else. And then slowly bringing the thumbs up just between the eyebrows. Good. For some of us, that's one of our chakras. Inhale and exhale, just link to our intuition, our kind of gut, our creativity. And with the thumbs there, just a nice one if we kind of just take time to breathe and reflect there, opening that up, and kind of unlocks the rest of the chakras. If that's an energy source that you believe in, sometimes it's just nice, beautiful metaphors, depending on how you feel. And inhale with the eyes closed, reach the hands up above the head if you feel comfortable. Maybe bringing the baby finger and the thumbs together, opening the other three fingers up, drop the shoulders down. Inhale and exhale. This is one of my favorite mudras, as in hand symbols. It's the lotus mudra. And the lotus is just such this beautiful imagery of rising from the depths, growing in the dark, murky depths of the water, but kind of bursting into this beautiful flower, presenting that growth. I remember them just being massive and just so intricate, the huge lotus flower when I was in Bali, but also the same idea as a lily pad flower that grows in kind of the not so salty rivers of Canada. And just connecting, maybe anybody you want to send this energy that you can rise in the depths, whether it's you or someone else who needs it. Beautiful. Inhale, reaching the arms up alongside the ears and slowly bringing the hands down alongside the body. Beautiful. We're going to draw the right hand down, pushing it into the mat, push the left hip down into the floor, and just take that lovely little side stretch to begin, just drawing the elbow down and reaching, feeling that lovely little bit of side body stretch as you move. I'm just going to turn some music on, breathing in And slowly breathing out. Beautiful. Breathing in. And slowly breathing out until finally finding a little hold here that feels good. Getting a little bit in the spine, that side body stretch, arching in that little C position. See if you can drop the shoulder down. Maybe even look a little bit towards the ceiling. You want a little bit more today, draw the thumb back and open the chest a little more towards the ceiling. Maybe drop the elbow down, feeling that little bit of openness. Breathing in and out, just using the breath to expand the stretch. Our pranayama, our life source. Pranayama is another word for the breath in yoga. Inhale, slowly coming back up and bringing the hand down. Good, let's switch sides. Breathing in, reaching up, pushing down, this time in the right hip as we reach. Can we really small reach or big? Just see if the body slowly begins to take a little bit more depth in this stretch. Again, remembering that the movement is for you, your body, how it feels today. If anything feels tight or sore, you just need some time to rest. Don't beat yourself up about it. Find any pose that feels good. Child's pose is always a nice one. Lay in Shavasana, use the hour in whatever way you need it. 3, breathing in and out. 2, and 1, reaching over, holding here, dropping the shoulder down if you can. Just see if you can get a nice stretch, breathing in, breathing out, feeling the breath, deep in the stretch, softening in the face. Inhale, reaching back with the thumb if you want a little bit more, opening the chest up towards the ceiling. Good. Try not to dip into that backhand. Stay a bit lifted as we open up. Maybe bending a little bit in that elbow for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reaching, slowly bring both arms wide. And this time we're going to bring the hands on top of the shoulders. Beautiful. Let's roll the elbows up and back. Just trying to take a little time today to get into those little niggly bits. Letting stress leave the body. And as you work the body to relieve stress, maybe sending that little wish to anybody, like you said, you dedicate your practice to, as you relieve stress, send that energy for them to just release a little, finding a bit of peace. 3, maybe a little smile for me 2. And 1, lifting both elbows up and just drop the shoulders down here. Good, holding here, hands come on the back. See how that feels. Good. If it feels a lot for you, stay just as you are. You want a little bit more, you can reach up with the right hand, grab that left elbow, maybe dip it behind the head, but don't lose your posture. So if your back is arching, inhale, draw in from the core and drop the shoulder down here, softening in the forehead. Maybe lift the head up if you have a little bit more flexibility in the body. Use it as you need it. Breathe. Let's find a nice release in the upper body to start today for 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Releasing, reaching both arms up. Inhale. And exhale, other arm bending and switching sides. Bringing the elbow behind. Drop the shoulders down. And again, if the back is arching, draw in. So thinking about drawing in from the navel, that floating rib comes in. And then maybe lift the head, or you can keep it down. Always just listening to what you need. Softening in the forehead, release in the jaw. Deep breaths for 3, 2, and 1. Feel that stress leaving the body. Inhale, reaching both arms up. Good, we're going to open and close the hands here. Good. Just open and close them a little quicker. Start to feel a little burn a little faster. You've got this. Woo. 5, 4, breathe, 3, go on 2, and 1. Good. Bring nice fists, roll those wrists down in front of us. And then out. And up. 1 more and down. Keep those lovely circles happening. Out. And all the way up. Getting a little stretch on, reach. And slowly bring the hands back down onto the knees. Good. Take a little stretch in the neck, right ear to right shoulder, draw both shoulders down, good. Definitely my little area tension, so I'm gonna stay here, but if you wanted to walk the fingertips out, absolutely can. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly bring the head back up and take the ear to the other side. Close the eyes if you like. Inhale and exhale, walking the hand out if that feels good to you, or keeping it rested. Just a little time here, the beginning to find a little release. Inhale and slowly coming back, neck to center. Good. We're going to slowly just curl the body into a seated cat pose. So arch the spine. I'll show you from the side. Arching the spine, letting everything concave in. Feel the shoulder blades pulling apart and the chin comes in towards the chest. Breathe with the inhale and exhale. See how that feels today. Breathing in, breathing out. Beautiful. Inhale. Let's lift up, seated cow. Let's get a nice stretch of the spine, squeezing the elbows in. Nice one. Oh, feels good, doesn't it? 3. Deep breath. As you breathe, just feel that spine lengthening. A little extra in the stretch. Good. One more of each. Tucking under, finding that beautiful seated cat. Tucking under, let the pelvis roll under. Good. And chin draws in towards the chest. See how that feels on the neck. The spine, the shoulders, all that upper body. Definitely feeling it in my upper body today. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, rolling the shoulders up, leaning forward. Love a little arch of the spine. Good. Maybe a little smile here, just checking in. Well done for meeting yourself on the mat today, taking time out. Inhale, slowly coming back to nice upright position on the mat. Inhale and exhale. I really want a little sip of my drink, so grab one if you like, and we're going to go down onto our backs from here. Cheers, my lovely group. Coming all the way down and relaxing. Beautiful. It's from here, we're going to breathe in. We're going to draw both knees in towards the chest, and we're going to take them out and kind of move in towards happy baby, but not quite there yet. Just allowing everything to soften out. Breathing in and breathing out. We're going to bring the hands in the middle and maybe see if you can take the hands, all right, and take them apart, and then you're bringing the arms and maybe using them to push the knees out here a little bit. So imagine like Malasana, our deep squat. It's the same idea, but on our back. So if you ever find it quite strong on the knees, Malasana, we can always do it here. That's your wreath pose, translates to. You keep the shoulders drawing down, inhale. And as we exhale, using the hands just to push a little bit. Breathing in. Breathing out, relaxing in the head, the face, the neck. Inhale. And slowly exhale. We're taking the hands on either side of the knees, maybe finding happy baby today to get into the hips. So you can bend both knees up and let the knees drop out. You can allow that to soften if you like and stay there. You can grab the outer edges of the feet or the lower part of the leg, whatever feels good, and just take your little side to side rocks just to see. Remember, this is the first bit of work we've done in the hips, really, so use it as a little hello. Working a little bit deeper. We're going to work today a little bit into the hips, full body stretch really, but we will be playing with the opening of the hips. And maybe throw in a little bit of a crow pose at the end for a bit of fun. No worries if it's not there, but just a bit of practice there if you want to kind of work on it over time. 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to stillness today in your happy baby, or maybe holding it here. So if it feels a lot, just stick. If not, work to push the tailbone down. Draw the knees wide and breathe through that sense of irritability with me. Inhale. And exhale. Squeezing, getting those knees deeper and deeper. Releasing that tension that we're holding. Any trauma. Feel the release. Anything emotional, let it go in the hips. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale. And slowly exhale. Let's bring the hands a little lower, roll the ankles. I love taking a little moment here to do that. Nice. Other side. 3, 2, and 1. Bringing the knees in. Slowly, slowly. And bring both feet down onto the mat. Lovely. And take a little bit of time just to stretch into the hamstring. So draw that right knee in. And we'll see if we can kick the leg up a little bit. Maybe work to extend. So you've got the option where you want to hold your hands. You can keep it a little lower if this feels enough. You can stay there. You can reach a little higher. That lower part of the leg, absolutely fine. Just find where the stretch feels enough for you. So if the leg's a little bit further forward, no worries. And if you are a little bit flexy, hold in here. We're just going to stay. Breathing in and breathing out, relaxing in the jaw. Sometimes the simplest poses are kind of the more challenging, aren't they? Relax in the face. Inhale, you've got the option to stay here, or you can draw the nose in towards the knee. Maybe work to draw the leg a little closer to you, and then see if you can keep it in that position as you relax the head back down. Inhale. Slowly exhale. My lovely groups. Inhale. And exhale. Maybe one more for you if you want to draw that nose in one more time if you like. Slowly sinking it down. Good. You got the option to stay, or you're welcome at this point just to extend that left leg down along the mat. If you need to change your grip at all when you do that, great. Or bring the knee back up, yogi's choice. Just stay a little longer. Let stress leave the body in the back of that leg, all that tension we're holding, all you've done all week. 3. Now let it go. A little smile. 2. And 1. Just gratitude for the legs and feeling really good about taking time to release them. Let's bring that foot back down. Beautiful. Other side. So we're going to bring that left foot back up. If you had it extended, and bring it in. See which side feels tighter. Maybe they feel the same. So just begin by creaking it up. See what that feels like. Leg extends. You're feeling that stretch. Hello, hamstrings. Good morning, body. Good afternoon if someone's watching at a different time. Good. See how that feels and just breathe. If that feels enough, stick. If you want to use the hand just to bring it a little closer, try to relax the tailbone down. Oh, all these things to think about, right? Maybe working to grab the lower part of the leg if you like. And just breathe. Softening in the face. I always have a tendency to kind of clench my jaw when I'm kind of working in a stretch that feels quite tight. Breathing in and breathing out. Beautiful option to stay there. But wherever you are, you can draw the nose in towards the knee. You can keep your grip wherever it is. And if you want to hold that where it is, you can. Obviously, always listen and breathe. Inhale and exhale. Lovely job, everyone. Breathing in and breathing out. Lovely. One more if you like. Nose to knee. Again, just holding, slowly bringing it down. And you've got the option if you want to kick that right foot up and out. See how that feels. Making any adjustment that you need with your grip, or bring the foot back. Inhale and exhale. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Drawing it in and slowly bring that foot back down onto the mat. Other foot comes in as well. Beautiful, guys. Giving yourself that big cuddle and a rock side to side. Maybe in this moment, channeling that person that you might be saying, oh, I'm just going to send them some goodness. Give them a big squeeze. Give yourself a big squeeze if today you need that. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. Good. We're going to cross at the ankles. We're going to come to an upright position in a minute. So if you don't want to rock, you don't have to. But we can do a little rock and roll, a little forward and back a little bit. See if you can get that lovely little bit of the spine moving. And if you've got that little bit of momentum and you can sit up, go for it. If not, go back and forward and slowly bring the knees to the side and come to an upright position in whichever way feels best to you. Beautiful. Grab a little sip of your drink today. Hopefully you're feeling the body starting to slowly unlock itself and from all the tightness we've created all week. And meet me in a really nice tabletop position. A nice one. Beautiful. So today we're going to work on 2 sun salutations when we get up there. We're going to do our usual Surya Namaskara A, which is just your usual sun salutation that I take you through. We're also going to go through Surya Namaskar B, which has a little bit of warrior action and a chair pose. So that's how we'll kind of really get a bit of that warmth happening before we move into a little bit more depth in the hips. So bringing the hands nice and wide. I want you to think a little bit about your alignment today. So we're going to think about the thumbs being like in an L shape, your pointer finger really straight and the fingers really wide. We're kind of creating that little bit of pressure, kind of moving a little bit more into that L shape. And we're going to tuck the pelvis under, find that beautiful cat pose. Draw the shoulders apart, tuck your toes, and begin to lift the knees and shift the weight back. So when you're in your downward dog, start always with the knees bent, draw the shoulders down and away. What I want you to do today is where you take your gaze, maybe look along kind of behind you so you're looking for the feet. And then see if you can breathe in, lifting in from the belly, and see if you can push in the hands a little bit further and shift just those hips back. So it's absolutely fine. I'm aiming to just really lengthen in the hips. If I could move the hips slightly back, you're aiming just to get that lovely diagonal in the body. Good. Breathe with me, maybe walking the heels if you like. Inhale and exhale. If the neck still feels sore, take that lovely yes. And a little bit of a no. Good. Just playing a little bit here with our downward dog. And inhale, slowly draw in from the core, come to the tops of the toes, step, or if the hop is in your practice, hop forward, you choose, bringing the hands to meet the feet, whichever way feels good. Hanging down, lovely, good. Inhale, we're gonna find our version of a halfway lift. So either drawing the hands up, the legs working to straighten. My hammies are so tight today, guys. I don't know about yours. Maybe working fingertips forward. Inhale, bend the knees deep, scooping it up nice and wide. Slowly bring the hands up, little back bend if you like. Thumbs in and tuck the palms under. Find a few deep breaths here, finding Tadasana, drawing in, feeling strong. Feel like you're squeezing, rotating in the lower part of the body, really feeling strong in your practice. Just gonna move the camera slightly as we work through this. Now today, I'm going to invite you to see what it feels like to bring the feet together. So I'll show you, I like to bring the big toes together and the heels slightly apart. So we'll play with this just at the front of the mat and see if we can kind of move from this position, just kind of changing a few things around, see whether you like it. A little bit more Ashtanga style, I suppose. They have feet together. It doesn't make it any different really, but if feet apart just feels way better, just do that. So I'm not checking. And what we're gonna do is when we fold forward, we're gonna bring the arms wide, lead with the chest this time. All right, inhale, we're gonna reach the arms up and then slowly arms wide, lead with the chest, see how that feels. And slowly come down, bending the neck in, bending the knees. Inhale, finding your halfway lift. Bend the knees deep and scoop it back up. Arms come up, thumbs come in, and really tuck under, draw in from the navel, shoulders down. Good, little smile if you like. Inhale, reaching up. Good, arms wide, swan dive, lead with the chest. Slowly bringing it down, nose comes down. See if you can bend the knees if you need to. Inhale, halfway lift. Yogi's choice, you can still have the hands here. Bend the knees deep and scoop it up. Little back bend and tuck it all under. Good. We're going to move through. Inhale, reaching it up. Swan dive, lean with the chest, slowly coming down. Halfway lift. Now this is where you can step or you can hop back. We bend the knees, the hands come forward. We step or you hop back, finding that lovely high plank. If you're staying in your plank nice and high, go there. If you want to come to the knees, lean forward and draw in. So wherever you are, we don't want to have bums. Drop them down, push into those hands and feel strong. And just breathe with me wherever you are. Everyone drawing in from the navel. Good, feeling that strength in the upper body. Awesome. Now lowering down, you can either come to the knees, lean forward and lower down, or if anybody wants to work that upper body, lean forward over the wrist, lean down, and come all the way to the mat. Beautiful work. Good, roll the shoulders up and back. Good, and just lifting the chest. We're gonna bring the hands out like a little spider. So both hands come out and the fingertips come down onto the floor. Elbows lift. Good, we're gonna lift up in the chest. We're gonna drop one shoulder down. Just get that lovely little twist of the spine to feel really good. Inhale, lifting up on the side. Nice stretch in the upper body too. Inhale, lift. One more on each side. Inhale, lift. Slowly bringing it back. Coming back to center and down. Exhale, bring the hands nice and wide alongside the ribs. Let's peel the body back up to tabletop. Tuck the toes and slowly lift up to your downward dog. Draw in from the navel and see if you can work that tailbone back. If you want to work to straighten the legs a little more here, you can, but never do it if you feel like all kinds of strain in the back of the spine. Knee bend is great, or you can begin to work them a little straighter. And just breathe here. If you want to hold in stillness today, you can. If you want to work and walk the heels, go for it. Drop the shoulders down and see if you can really push the tailbone away. Feel like you're pushing back, back, back. Maybe looking between those feet. Draw the shoulders down. Don't forget to breathe. Inhale and exhale. Downward dog is like one of these poses that forever we'll be working on. Once you get really good at it in one pose or one way, the teacher will say, bring your feet out further and all this stuff. So just make the pose work for you. Take the cues as you need them and don't forget to breathe. Inhale, slowly looking forward between the thumbs, tops of the toes, step or hop forward. Beautiful. See if you can wiggle the big toes to touch, finding them a little closer as we bend down. If you prefer the feet have hip distance, go back to where you were. Halfway lift if you can. Bend the knees and scoop it all the way up. Beautiful little back bend. Draw the thumbs in and drop the shoulders down. Good. Inhale, we're going to do Utkatasana. So Surya Namaskara B. So we're going to work from Sun Salutation B. We start in chair pose. When you're ready, inhale, we're going to bend the knees, keeping the toes together, the feet a little bit closer. We bend the knees and we begin to lift the chest. You can reach the hands forward. You can have them on the hips, or you can reach them alongside the ears. Imagine you're sat on a chair, lifting in the toes if you can. Sink the heels back and breathe. Little smile. You've got this. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Then we bend down over the toes. We take a little halfway lift. We bend the knees, we step or we hop back. You've got it. Slowly coming to your plank, holding here. 3, 2, and 1. Lowering down whichever way feels good to you. Coming down onto the mat. Just taking a cobra this time. Roll the shoulders up and back, whichever back bend you like. 3, 2, and 1. Bringing it down. Exhale. Slowly peeling the body back up. Tuck the toes, inhale, lifting up to your downward dog. Good, from here we're gonna turn the back right toes into a little bit of a 45-degree angle. And what I want you to do is just slowly draw that left foot forward, 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 and see if you can take it in kind of place of the hand. Can you bring it that forward? Good, and we're gonna slowly see if we can lift up, wiggle in whatever way you need to, warrior 1. Inhale, reach the arms up and sink down into that front knee, drawing that hip forward as much as feels comfortable. If you have any pain in the knee, always feel like you can lift that back heel and just lift into a little bit more of a crescent lunge. Sometimes if we've got any knee issues, that's a really good option. Inhale, reaching long and straighten that front leg. Good. Inhale, slowly bending the knee forward, reaching forward, swing the hands on opposite side, pivot that back foot again. We're coming back into that lovely plank, but from here, lift back up to downward dog. Beautiful. Walk the heels. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Inhale. This time we're going to turn the left toes so that they're a little bit in that 45-degree angle. The right foot lifts. We slowly lean forward and see if we can take a nice big step forward, replacing that hand. Inhale, lifting up, finding that lovely warrior 1. Turn the hips to face forward as much as you can. Reach it up, or hands on the hips if you like. Draw in from the navel. Inhale and exhale. Sink, sink, sink. You got it. Breathe, relax in the face. 3. Nice one. Nice little sink. 2. Amazing. And 1. Inhale, reaching forward. Bring the hands on either side. You've got it. This time we're going to swing the feet back. Lift back up to downward dog again. Holding here. Hands nice and wide. See if you can find the L shape. Drop the shoulders down. You choose whether you're walking or staying in a bit of stillness today. Getting a little deeper into the hamstrings. Breathe. Inhale, look forward between the thumbs, tops of the toes, step or hop. See if you can bring the toes together. Exhale. Inhale, we're going to lift back up into chair pose. So arms swing. We lift, sink in, lifting in the chest. Feel that little bit of warmth, that little bit of fire. And then straighten it up. Whew, and arms come wide. Beautiful. Bring the thumbs in towards the chest. Drop the shoulders. Close the eyes. Inhale. And exhale. Drawing in from the navel. Strong in your Tadasana. Seeing if it feels quite different with the feet a little closer. Notice the heart rate. You've got little energy moving through the body. Beautiful. Inhale. And slowly exhale. Good. We're going to step the right foot back and then slowly begin to turn the toes forward. And then we're going to wiggle and face the other direction. So we're going to bring the right toes to face the back of the mat. And the left toes are just coming in. We're going to straighten that front leg. Good. And turn to face forward. Inhale, we're going to reach the arms up. We're going to bend into that right knee and sink. Good. So you're finding your warrior 1 here. You've got your option to bring your thumbs together and sink a little deeper. Good. Inhale and exhale. If you wanted to take a little twist here, you can twist. So that's the left elbow comes towards the right knee, and you can bend down, maybe tucking that elbow in, maybe pivoting that back foot, the heel lifts, and maybe you twist a little bit here if you like, working the back heel away. Good, you can stay here, or you can open the arms up as well if you feel like you've got your balance. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly coming back up. We'll pivot that back foot, coming back to center, wiggling so you're comfortable and the toes are facing inwards. Inhale, reaching up. Slowly lead with the chest, holding down. So that lovely little bit of that V shape with the body. I'll let everything hang down. Now, if you want, you can bring both hands in between the feet. You can bend in the elbows and draw the chin in. So if there's anybody who knows tripod headstand and you want to play with it safely, go for it. I'm not going to take you through that guidance today, but if anybody's ever interested, I can always do a little recorded tutorial. You can get into headstand from here if you really fancied it, but the tripod one. So bending in those elbows, draw the nose through, and just breathe if you like. 3, 2, and 1. If anybody decides to take the headstand, slowly come back out of it. Everybody coming back up, little flat back, and slowly bring the hands to the hips, coming back up. Beautiful. So then we're going to just pivot the toes. So left toes face the other edge. Slowly see if you can twist the body over and align the feet so that you're comfortable again in a little bit more of a warrior 1 pose. Inhale, we're going to reach the arms up, palms come together and sink. Good. So see how that feels for you today. If that feels enough, you can stay here, or you can pivot that back heel into that runner's lunge, lifting it up. The heel pushes down, and maybe we take a twist here. So maybe that right elbow draws around, sinking into that front knee a little deeper, maybe tucking it on the outside. See how that feels. You can always bring the knee down as well if it feels too much. See if you can hold. If not, come upright or go down. Also, you can open the arms out if you've got that little bit of openness today. And the balance. 3, don't forget to breathe. 2 and 1. Everybody slowly bringing it up, rotating it back. Beautiful. Wiggling the feet in and bring the hands onto the hips. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. So I'm going to take the heels nice and wide. We're going to take a little bit of a sequence in Malasana and then move into a little bit of tutorial on your crow pose. So feet come a little bit closer. Good. And don't worry if in Malasana your heels are lifted, or if you need to go on your back, you can take Malasana there like we did earlier. So I'll kind of remind you. We're going to inhale, reach the arms up. And as we exhale, we're going to bend the knees, bring them to the hips, and see if you can come all the way down, lifting those heels, maybe wiggling the feet slightly closer together. Good. Now, if you have the openness, it's just the Achilles. So your Achilles might just be a little bit tighter, or naturally you might be lifted like this. Or if you've got the space in the Achilles, you can come down. It's not really a skill thing. It's just what's your Achilles like. So if you can come to the floor, great. If not, no worries. You can keep it lifted on the toes, or also you can lie on your back and again, bring the arms out here. So please choose that if that feels better. If you're here with me, begin to bring the palms together. We're going to lift in the chest and see if we can use the elbows to just push and open up a little deeper. Maybe bringing the fingertips together, lifting in the chest, breathing in and out. Good. If you're on your back, that's perfect as well. Pushing a little bit more. Maybe it feels better to have the arms open, lifting in the chest, just letting everything sink down. If you're on the floor with me in Malasana, kind of translates to your wreath pose. That's right. I lost it for a second. I'm going to say braid. Inhale and exhale, drop the shoulders down. If you're still okay here, you can bring one hand out. Maybe we open and take a little twist here, lifting up, drawing the shoulders down. If it feels too much, just bring the tailbone to the ground, or you can take it on the floor, relaxing in the forehead. 3, 2, 1, slowly bringing that arm forward. We're going to switch sides, open it up. See if you can open that chest, lifting here. So we don't want to sink in the chest. Lift. Feel like I'm drawing tall from the top of the head. Maybe a little smile here. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bringing that arm back down. And everybody bring the hands behind you. Just come down to the floor or sit back up if you're on the ground. Good. Come to a nice upright position. Join me in a little drink and a nice deep breath. Well done, my lovely yogis. All right, so today we're going to play with a little bit of our crow pose. And I want you to remember that if crow is not something that you want to do, the process is really great. And we would have unlocked all of those little parts in the body to hopefully be as successful as possible. So if you have a pillow kind of lying around, you can grab one, but if not, don't worry. I will grab one just for the sake of it. And because it's nice sometimes if you ever want to practice this at home on your own, that you have the pillow so that you feel maybe a little bit safer if you're not quite in crow yet. Good. So what we're going to do for crow pose is we're going to come down. You can lift the heels, come down as if you're in Malasana. Good. So the knees are a little bit wide. Beautiful. And you kind of just have the pillow ahead of you so that if you feel scared to fall, don't worry if you don't have a pillow because the floor is not far. And I fell many times, I still do. Depends on what my core is like or if I'm focusing on the right things, if I get it. But what we want to do here is imagine, the most important thing is from the elbow to the shoulder on the outside. I want you to imagine there's like glue there. So when we kind of get up, you're gluing that bit to the inside of your leg, and you want to squeeze this knee into this part of the leg. Kind of important. So just imagine like rub it so that you know that's the bit where you want the knee to be glued to. We're going to take the palm out. Imagine kind of when we did our forward fold. Anybody, you might have taken that kind of balance earlier. Here we go. The other hand comes down as well. So the knees are wide. You can kind of see this way. It looks like this. Good. If you know crow pose, you can just do your practice. So otherwise, here we are. And then what you want to be doing is just bending the elbows. If you want to practice with me, just bend the elbows and just see if you can lean and lift the bum up a little bit. Come up to the tops of the toes and just lean and see if you can get those knees to kind of balance on that top part of the leg. Good. Just lean forward. Beautiful. You can kind of see the pillow in front of you. Good. Now, really good important thing if you wanted to try and lift up is you want to draw in from your core, push into the hands, and really squeeze those knees in. That's what we're kind of working on. Maybe try one foot and then the other. And a really good idea that someone said for me that's helped me loads is to kind of look a bit more forward. And don't worry if you go really low to the ground. So we're going to lift up in the tailbone, draw in from your core. Feel like you're really squeezing those knees in. Maybe lift one foot, maybe lift the other. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Yes, team. If you fall, don't worry, come back out of it. Just breathe. There's your crow pose. Inhale, exhale, coming back out of it. Amazing. If anybody else wants to keep going, I'll give you one more opportunity to play. If not, if you want to break, grab a drink, or you can lift up, breathing in. Just see if you can lean forward. Maybe squeeze one knee in. Look forward, forward, forward. Both squeezing in, big toes to touch if you like. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Coming back down. Ah, that is a challenger, so please don't worry if you didn't take it. But it's nice one if over time you wanted to play with it. And many of you have been doing yoga with me quite a while, so sometimes nice to see what those poses are like. If you have it in your practice, cool. If not, you can go back to the replay. Sometimes I hold my breath in that one. Cheers, everyone. Amazing. All right, we're going to come back just to a little sequence in tabletop and float to the ground when you're ready. So come into tabletop with me. Just going to bring the hands in line with the shoulders. Good. So the wrists have had enough. Bring it onto a fist. Good. Inhale, we're going to extend the right toes, bring the heel away from you, drop the hip down. Good, just breathe. Inhale and exhale. Just take a nice little calf stretch, relaxing in the forehead and the face. Amazing. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly leaning forward. We're going to bring that right knee with us as far as you can get it. Good, bring both hands forward. Good, just sinking down, see how that feels. Good. Maybe wiggle that foot a little more towards the midline. And maybe take the toes to wiggle the knee back a little further if you can. Coming down onto the elbows. Taking a nice bit of time in our pigeon pose. Untuck the toes. If it feels a lot here, you can also do this one on your back. Slowly come down if you like, either onto the chest, the fists, the forearms, or if you want to do it on your back, it just looks like this. It's this one here, bending the knee to figure 4 and draw the opposite in. So you can do this absolutely fine here or take it to the floor. Wherever you are, this is a place where we can just really let go. Maybe take time to connect with whoever you dedicated the class to. Maybe it's yourself, and just release any last little bit of worry for you and your person. Just sinking a little deeper. Inhale and exhale, allowing the hips to soften and the body to release, relaxing in the face. Inhale and exhale for 3, 2, and 1. Breathing and slowly roll the body over, coming back. Bringing both knees together. Inhale, coming back to a nice tabletop position, extending this time the left toes. Drop the left hip down, draw in from the navel, and just work that heel down. See if you can work the hip in. Feel like you're squeezing your inner thighs together there. Relax with a nice deep breath. Starting to close down the practice. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly lean forward, bringing the knee as far forward as you can get it. And then maybe deciding to wiggle that foot slightly in further as far as feels comfortable. Good. Checking in with you and your hips and your knees if that feels okay. Maybe taking it from here or going to the back if that feels better. Wiggle that back knee back by tucking the toes if you like and coming down here. Maybe untuck the back toes and sink down. Breathing in and breathing out. Allow the chest to soften down into a place that feels comfortable. Closing the eyes here wherever you are if you like. And just surrendering. Or breathe in, nice deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly begin to push the body up, rotate the body over and swing the leg around the back. And then just come and meet me in a nice upright position, bringing the bottoms of the feet to touch, meeting me in a butterfly pose. So bringing the hands to the feet, just seeing if you can lift in the chest and just stay. If your legs are really tight, just stay here, or maybe squeezing them up and down. Good. And if you're a little bit more open, slowly begin to drop the knees out and find a place where they can find stillness. You've got the option either to keep the chest drawing forward by using the hands on the feet, or you can bring the fingertips behind you, pushing in to the fingertips, working to extend the arms and draw the chest forward. Great place. And if anybody is a little more flexible, inhale, slowly lean forward with the chest, staying there. Imagine I'm drawing your chest forward, 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 and maybe come down either onto the forearms, or you can reach forward and lay the body down. Breathing in and out. Nice and deep, finding wherever you want to be. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly bring the body back up. You've got to use the hands always to bring the knees in. Nice one. And then just cross the feet in a comfortable way, or make your way to a seated position on the chair. Beautiful work. Good. We're going to lean the body forward, roll to the right and around. Just releasing any last bit that you need to. The lower back, the shoulders, the spine. Make them as big or little as you need them. 3, 2, and leaning forward, rolling the other direction. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to center. Inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Good. We're just going to close the eyes and drop the shoulders down here. We're going to bring the right hand into the left and just soften the hands down. Find a little bit of breath here. Now you can either take slow, deep breaths with me, or we can come back to that little bit of Kundalini style breath, trying to channel that energy. Remembering as we breathe in, we're imagining that the breath moves from the crown of the head down the spine. And as we exhale, we're drawing up in the pelvic floor and sending the breath back up in that direction as well. Or just take some slow, deep, relaxing breaths in the class. Joining me now. Inhale, maybe send the breath down. And exhale, draw up, up, up. Send the breath up, 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 up. Draw up in the pelvic floor. Good. Inhale, relax everything. Exhale, drawing up. Inhale, relax everything. Exhale, drawing up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And then allow the breath to come back to its natural pattern. Allowing yourself just to bring yourself into a space of calm. Before we come to our Shavasana, we'll take some time to just massage in to the spaces in the face where we might still be holding tension. So pointer finger and middle finger together, just coming and doing that little sequence. Some of us know so well, just working in and around the eyebrows. Good. Maybe coming back to that space between the eyebrows, little massage, up, up, up. Good. A little release of energy, letting go here. Good, and then slowly taking it one more time, whichever way you need to, up and around. Maybe finding the temples for a few circles. Maybe again, you do what you need, what feels good, come back to that. Listen to your intuition. In this space, the face, what else would feel really great right now? And then when you're ready, we'll do just that little bit of the sinus all around the cheekbone. So coming to the top of the nose. If you feel finished or whenever you feel ready, just begin to trace in and around here. You can either give it, if it feels good, you can give a few little circles all around. Coming down by the nose a little bit further. And tracing in and around the face. Good. 3. Inhale, exhale 2. And 1. Beautiful. Good. And if you want a little bit, just move the fingers in between the kind of lower part of the chin here. Maybe just lifting it up. It feels good. Little reminder to reset in the jaw as well. Good. And then finishing off anything else you want to go, oh, sorry, from head to toe. It really made me jump. A little children's toy fell. Apologies. I've ruined your flow. It really made me jump. Good. Taking any last bit of movement with the face I was saying that feels good to you. Maybe moving from head all the way down, from the forehead to the chin. Inhaling. And slowly exhaling. Beautiful. And this is where I invite you to take your favorite Shavasana pose, wherever you want to be, climb back in bed, wrap up in a blanket, whatever you like. Yogi's choice. Make yourself comfy and cozy. If you need any other stretches in between, take them. Just take a little bit of time to just let all that movement, breath, that lovely practice to sink in. And let it nourish every little cell. And allow yourself to just sink. Beautiful space. Breathing in and slowly breathing out. As you lie there, just begin to soften in the forehead. And again, tracing down the face, relaxing in the temples and the creases alongside the eyes, the cheekbones and the jaw. And allowing the whole of the body to begin to melt into the floor from the shoulders to the elbows to the wrists. Releasing and relaxing in every finger, tracing from the thumb to the baby finger, all the way through. Letting go all you've accomplished this week. Breathing in, breathing out, allowing the whole of the back body in that exhalation to melt a little deeper, feeling the connections with the floor, the bottoms of the feet or the heels. This is your time. Relaxing in the hips to the knees to the ankles, and all the way down. Relaxing in every single toe, tracing one by one, sending that message to just relax. And as you soften into a space of stillness today, we've got a few little affirmations. Firstly, I'll invite you to listen to them as little wishes for you. And then we'll read them one time over. And maybe you can send them as little wishes to that person maybe you had in mind that might have needs a little extra something through the month of June. Just softening and relaxing. May June be filled with love for each and every one of you. May June be filled with peace. May June be filled with healing. May June be filled with progress. And may June be filled with blessings. May June be filled with happiness. And may June be filled with opportunity for every single one of you. And as I work through the affirmations again, maybe sending it to somebody else who needs a little bit of magic as well. That person in mind, maybe imagining they're with you right now, wishing them a June filled with love. We wish you a June filled with peace. We wish you a June filled with healing, a June filled with progress, a June filled with blessings, and a June filled with happiness. I wish you a June filled with opportunity. My wish for you and for those around you to embrace the start of a new month and wishing you nothing but all the good things you deserve. Inhaling and slowly, slowly exhaling. That is your Sunday session. Stay a little longer if you like, or wish you a beautiful day in the sunshine. Peace and love always. Thank you guys. Love you loads.